the squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones had it done since the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
You gotta choose.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming up, it's the final game of Wildcard weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Well, this has been a quick start offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A shotgun snap, Fields. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No push for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the 50, here's Fields. target Harris. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Now it's Fields. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 32 yards. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, Paul. Knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on the punt. Harris to return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now Jones. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter play. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 45 on second down, Jones. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hall want to give up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. These two teams all tied after 1. Scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Hall. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Again, it's Harris on second down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. From the gun, here's Fields. His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to give into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Slant route, and he's got a flyer move. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Fields going to hold on to it, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To throw is Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. He was blown up in the backfield. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that did.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Jones, another shot here after the pick six. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got him in, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Fields now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 90 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught here by Adams. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing set. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. He finds Austin complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first. An option handoff given to Harris. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Johnson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He stiff arms him. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1 too when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. Fields. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Back to throw. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Fields again. Got an open man. It's Pickett. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. And all they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing, Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
2nd and 5 now. Fields. He's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 58 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. Boswell good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Touchdown, Raiders. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We've got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And they run with Harris off the option. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Fields. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An option handoff given to Harris. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Off play action, Fields. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Fields on third down. And this one complete to Doolin. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Ashton Doolin, 42 yards. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off play action. Jones. Buying time to his left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Jones to throw on third down. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Adams. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking deep for Adams. They've got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
He gets it underneath to Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in the this wild card matchup, maybe their most important drive of the season, coming up right now here, 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And
the big fella! A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 2nd down, this is Harris.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
On 1st down, Fields.
It's brought in by Harris.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And they run with Harris off the option.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Here's Fields.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. To throw is Jones. Pass complete, it's Adams. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Jones. Able to hook up here with Ridley. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Jones. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Jones. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime. And because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Jones. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Jones looking around. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Jones to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million.